Heyo, little mix up today. Danny P's doing the podcast intro. Welcome back. We have on this episode Coach Kendy and Coach Erik, our new Life and Stride additions to the team. Man, we are growing and it is amazing. You're going to get to know our two new coaches a little bit better. After this episode, we had a Q&A open to the public and open to our Life and Stride community. We got into some of those questions. We answered them in kind of an around the horn style and hopefully gave you all some good information from this. But if you like this episode, please share it with a friend, leave us a review, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and hit us up if you want to coach. Kendy and Erik are really awesome people. They're fabulous runners and fabulous coaches, and we're just so excited to have them on the team. So we hope you enjoyed. Peace.
When we're running through Norton Commons or the Pewee Valley area in Louisville, Kentucky, it's pretty easy to spot Mason Construction Home. The attention to detail, the quality, the stunning design, you can't miss it. It stands out. We aren't just saying that either. Our own co-host Scotty trusted Mason Construction to build his forever home, and he and his family couldn't be happier. Don't tell Scotty this, but we're at his house a lot because we love the home. He's all right too, though. If you live in the Louisville or Southern Indiana area and are thinking about building your forever home or doing a remodel, there is nobody else to trust with this project than Mason Construction. The link to their website is in our show notes. Click on the request information option and start the conversation about what your forever home could look like.
Yeah.
All right, Scotty, how do you want to do this? Do you want me to handle the questions and kind of divvy them up, or what are we thinking here?
That's a great question. We probably should have talked about this before we recorded, but so that one question doesn't get absolutely obliterated, I'm thinking you just call some people out.
Okay.
Call me out, call Kendy out, call Stauderman, call yourself, call me. If I think a question should be answered by you, I might just slap it right back in your face and say, Danny, you know what? You answer that.
Let's do it. All right, first question goes to Scotty. Clark runs. Me or Strieg?
Gosh, I can't believe you hit me with this first. This is an impossible question. I have to go Strieg.
Oh, jeez. Sorry, Clark. All right, second question. Kendy. 2 key workouts you prescribe for half marathon training for Houston, coming off of a marathon block.
Ooh. I love a good tempo. 7-mile tempo with a progression. I love ending with a progression so that you're ending faster. It's a confidence builder.
For sure.
I like it. We really just jumped into this without really warming up. How's it going, Kendy? How's your day?
Good. I know. I'm like heavy hitter. Love it. Good.
Awesome. Stauderman, I see you have your hair slicked back again. It looks nice.
Thank you.
All right, this next one's for you, dude. Is Zone 2 overrated, underrated, or just rated?
I would say it's just rated. I think that's where all the easy runs should be, so we do most of our running in Zone 2.
Yeah, Striegel even does Zone 1. Really?
Yeah, well, he's a little different.
His legs are so fried he can't do anything more than Zone 1. That's the difference.
Yeah, I would say I'm usually upper Zone 1, maybe, but mainly in Zone 2 for, 75% of your running.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty, if someone were to say shout out, what comes next?
West Wing. Or Danny's mom.
Danny's mom, Lisa. Love her.
She's a great lady.
Leave Danny's mom out of this.
Sorry.
This is from one of my athletes. Who wants to answer this one?
You should, for sure.
Well, I already answered, but I think he wants to cross-check my answer, so he asked again.
Oh, what's the question? I got this.
When do you add doubles?
That's actually a great question. I think you add doubles when you want to jump over like the 75, 80-mile barrier. Because then you're in the land of 12 miles a day.
That's exactly what I said. I said 70 miles, add doubles.
Somebody's got an echo.
It's Stauderman again.
Is it really? I don't understand why it doesn't.
We got to get your mic. Yeah. Dude, Scotty, you should give him your old mic. I just got Scotty a fresh mic for his birthday. He's turned 30 on Sunday. And it honestly, Scotty sounds like a radio DJ now.
I always knew I had that radio DJ voice.
You got that baritone.
I think that's accurate because I feel like you hit that 75 mark and it's just the rate of like trying to get everything done in one session in the mornings. You're doing like a half marathon on every day to get to 80 miles or something, you know?
Yeah, once it gets over 90 minutes of running, it gets kind of long, even on the schedule. I don't know if it's easier or tougher on people's schedules to run singles and just do it all in one hit or run doubles. Usually I just like if it's 13 or under, I try and get it all in one go, but that's probably not the best thing to do for staying fresh during a marathon block. But
I have a question.
Yep.
Could we pause real quick and like ask Kendy and Stauderman some like rapid fire questions about how they are who they are? Because people know nothing about, they know some, but not a lot about Erik and Kendy and why they are the new coaches for Life in Stride. Erik?
Yes, sir.
When did you start running?
I have two answers to that. I started running in the fall of 2021. I did a half marathon then. I started seriously running and you know, competitively actually following a plan and doing it correctly in January of 24.
Right. You told me that this morning, actually.
Yeah.
And then, so January 24th, things got serious, right?
Yes.
And now you just rubbed it in my face forever and always until I beat you again. But for those of you who don't know, if I've mentioned this on the podcast, but Erik is the guy who I have beaten by 5 seconds on every race distance for the past like 5 races. But this past race, he beat me by 14 minutes. So I have some ground to make up. But congrats, Stauderman, on your 2:34 at Indy. It was an incredible race. And talk about what's up, Danny.
If you were, I just was thinking about something, a cool story that Kendy could tell. If we're ready, are we still on Stauderman?
Yeah, I just started on Stauderman. I just want to give Stauderman like 2 minutes.
Do it.
2 more minutes. Stauderman. So 2:34. Talk about how you got to that point. What was the difference maker?
I would say I actually talked about this earlier. Difference maker, I would definitely say was mileage. Getting to 110 on this block. Shout out Coach Streak. But I kind of pulled his strings. He didn't really want to take me that high. I said I want to get up there. Doing a 28-mile long run, a 24-mile, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the opposite. I think those really paid off because, you know, a marathon is a 20-mile warm up for a 10K. And that was the best I felt in that 10K that was my 11th marathon now. That was the best I've ever felt. And I think it was really due to the bringing up the mileage and staying consistent with it.
You're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which no one has ever heard of. Stauderman just asked to do it that way with Striegel. And the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 you did on hills. I think you got almost 1,000 feet of vert. And the route you did was pretty crazy.
Yeah, I did in the parklands. It was dumb. I did not need to do that, especially with the 5th being on that huge hill. I actually needed to stop on the 5th. I had to stop on the hill because I was literally like completely redlining, hardly breathe. But the reasoning behind it is, you know, it's more of a mental thing. You're running the same amount of miles at marathon pace, but you know, mentally, once you do like 3 and you're going down, like, oh, I can do 2 miles, I can do 1 mile. But once you start going up after you do 3, can you do 4? Then can you do 5? And it's more a mental thing than anything. I thought it's also, I think, harder. But I think it really proves. I think it really proves to help you at the end to run on those tired legs at that pace.
I like that a lot. You've come a long way in a short amount of time, and it's part of the reason why we brought you on as a coach. You specifically, like, it's been cool to see how serious you've taken it, how much you've dived into the Louisville community of running, and I mean, your success and just seriousness in the sport has been really cool to see. And you're very interested in learning more about how to get faster, and you've definitely learned a lot from Strig, as we all have. But it's been cool to see you take your training to another level, and the dividends pay off like tenfold. I mean, a 5-minute PR in the 2:30s is crazy. So congrats on that, bro.
Well, I appreciate it. It's also always nice to meet the right people like you guys here because we push each other every day, and that's
Yeah.
I think that's huge in running. It's hard to just do it yourself.
Yeah, no kidding. Danny,
Are you going to make your athletes do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
It depends. If they want to, I would love
depends
them
on the
to.
person, probably.
It depends on the runner. I'm gonna do what's best for them.
Good answer. Good answer.
I like
It's
that
not-
though, Stauderman, for real.
That's
'Cause
pretty psycho, honestly.
the five is always like kind of daunting, and then you get that over with. You have a float mile, and then you get the 4 done, and you're like, okay, now this workout's all downhill from here.
And it's also you're fresh.
Correct.
You know.
Yeah.
You're not fresh at mile 20 of a marathon.
So true. Danny, what story were you going to tell? Have Kendy tell?
I was just going to ask about coming off your Achilles injury and what happened at Bayshore.
Yeah. So going into Bayshore, I had some bad Achilles tendonitis that I was not taking care of. I kind of had a funny thing because I was supposed to do Carmel, and then Carmel was canceled. And then I decided to do Bayshore, and that was like 4 weeks or 5 weeks later. And I didn't do that block smart, I guess, that 4 weeks, because I tried to jump right back into it. Probably jumped in too hard, didn't treat the tendonitis like I should. Day before the race, I knew I shouldn't do the race. Did it anyway. I tried to do a shakeout run and like only did a mile, and then still just decided to go for it. It started to hurt. Man, do I say all the bad choices that I made before this race?
Well, I think you should give yourself some grace, because in hindsight, obviously, it's like, yeah, we probably should have pulled the plug on this. But in the moment, I've dealt with Achilles tendonitis,
Yeah.
and it can warm up. It can feel better as you go in the run.
Yeah.
But
And I kind of was, I mean, it eventually, well, it didn't really warm up. I took some medicine before the race, which was a bad choice. It started to wear off at mile 14. And then at mile 20, it was like, I had a hard stop. So I ended up tearing a tendon around my Achilles and was out for 5 months. Just started running again. I learned a lot though. Honestly, I had never really been injured before, so this was lots of lessons learned. I learned like I think the way that I was told with everything, well, first of all, get an MRI if it makes sense financially and for your injury, just get it straight off the bat. I waited 12 weeks to do it, and I won't do that again. And then I was told, like, with like PT appointments and things like that, I was kind of given like 2-week increments, like, oh, you'll be able to try to run again in 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. And I think if I would have been told at the beginning, like right when the injury happened, hey, you'll be able to run in 5 months, there's no way I would have cross-trained the way that I did during those 5 months. But because they were like every 2 weeks, I was able to be like, all right, I can do anything for 2 weeks, and was able to like cross-train pretty hard. That was one thing. I also learned writing out a cross-training plan for me was key to my keeping to it. Like, just like my running plan, I had like a week. I had all my workouts planned out in that week. I had a longer day that was like kind of like my long run of cross training. I had easier days, workout days, things like that. So it kind of helped me to keep going, having those. Let's see.
What were some of your cross training workouts you did? Were you hitting the elliptical?
Yes, the elliptical I would do mostly like I would do like a 20-minute, 10-minute, 5-minute, 3-minute, 2-minute, 1-minute. And then I also did a lot of swimming workouts. I don't know if you want me to go into my swimming workouts, but I don't know. They were great. I did like a lot of like kicking to get my heart rate up with swimming. Did a lot of 100s, 200s, 50s, all of those. With biking, I did a lot of like steady climb workouts. And then some like intervals, like 4-minute intervals.
Truly, like writing out your own cross training plan is a great tool in your arsenal as a coach for runners, because it's not inevitable for a runner to get hurt, but it's fairly common for someone to get hurt. I mean, in the 20 people that I coach, almost maybe 50% of them have been injured at some point for a long stretch or a short stretch, and not just giving up on them and saying like, hey, text me when you're better, right? Like, take it easy, cross train a little bit, text me when you're better, but actually like being able to write them out. That's what I try and do, like write them out a helpful cross training plan, because that is where you need accountability and community, is with when you're injured. You need a cross training plan, because like that is when you want to quit the most, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Great answer, Scotty. What was the question?
There wasn't a question. We were just talking about a little bit of intro on Kendy and Stauderman.
Nice intro.
Yeah, this I gotta admit, this format for this episode has been a little all over the place, but we are smoothing things out now. So, Kendy, I want to hear about your story, your journey into running.
Same.
When did you start running? When did you realize I'm kind of good at this? And tell me about your career.
Yes. So I started running really young. I was in 2nd grade, and my dad was running at the time. He's doing Ironmans and marathons. And then my best friend, her family owned the local running store there, and they are a big running family. And so we would just like run for fun in the foothills and stuff. And then we would do we started with USATF and started doing their races there as like kids. And so all up until high school, I did all of those races and would travel and do all the stuff with running. Great time, great sport.
Are you a runner? Do you need running shoes, gear, apparel, more? If so, I got the scoop for you. Kencom's Running Store is the best place to buy any running supplies you need. Located in the St. Matthews area of Louisville, Kentucky, the friendly staff will take excellent care of you. If you are a newer runner and need help finding the right shoes, or you're looking to get plugged into the Louisville running community, this is where you need to start. If you don't live in Louisville, check out werunlou.com. We have a discount code and the link to the website in the show notes, and the shipping is free for purchases over $100. I promise you, Matt and team are the friendliest people you can meet. Don't hesitate. Get your running supplies at Kencom's Running Store and support an amazing local business.
And then
I
in high
didn't even know USATF had a youth league. That's pretty amazing.
Oh yeah, it's actually
Shows
like
you how much I know.
oh, it's pretty great. And cross country for young kids is huge now. It was not like that when I was there. Like if you go to some of the local races here, like my daughter did it this year, they are like bigger than my state cross country meet. They are massive.
Yeah.
It's growing, which is great. Yeah. But then started running in high school. Eventually went to BYU, ran there, and yeah, go
Go
Kendy.
Cougs. What was like your distances at BYU?
I did 5K, 10K.
Nice. Are your 5K and 10K PRs from college still, or have you? Because I know you ran pretty fast at the Triple Crown this year. Are your 5K and 10K from college?
They are from college. Yeah. Yeah.
What are they?
We have to remember this is pre-super shoes. 1705, and I actually had to look up my 10K because I couldn't remember. It's mid 36. Is that right? I can't remember.
For
I-
17, yeah, that's right.
That sounds
Let's
right.
go.
Was BYU an absolute powerhouse like it is now when you ran there?
It wasn't. It was still really good. Like we always went to nationals. We always competed with.
That's powerhouse. You can call that a powerhouse.
Kendy, that the answer is yes. They were a powerhouse.
Okay, well they're so good now, so it's hard to compare. You know, they're so good now.
Yeah. We were talking about on the run this morning. There's a freshman girl, true freshman on their team. She's like 6 feet tall, and she is like probably the best female runner in NCAA history. And she's like
Yeah.
18 or 19 years old. For context, in a 6K in cross country this past weekend, she beat the reigning 5K and 10K champ in Division One, Kenyan athlete, by 45 seconds in a 6K in cross country. So she is
Oh my
legit,
gosh.
dude. Very legit.
She's so legit.
Yeah, so very cool. Yeah. What's the running situation in Provo? Is it a lot of like dirt road type stuff, or were you guys on asphalt most of the time?
No, we were on asphalt a lot. I mean, growing up, like in high school and like when I was younger, we did a lot of running up in the foothills. But at BYU, we were on asphalt most of the time. We had like a random dirt trail that we would do a lot of easy runs on. I forget about that one, but yeah, the rest was on the roads.
We need
Yeah.
to make a trip up to Utah, Life and Stride Retreat, and you're going to show us around.
All right.
We're going to get in on that Clayton Young, Connor Mance long run. You're going to get us in, okay?
They literally run right down from my parents' house, so I know exactly where to go.
Yeah, all we have to do is run like
Look,
550 pace for 22 miles. So
Yeah. We'll have to train really hard.
Striegle's like, I'm in.
I'm down. Do we want to have we talk Stod story, or do we want to dive into some Q&As, bro?
We talked
We're gonna
some
go
booty stock
Q&As.
story. Let's
talk
rip.
Todd story, late boy. All right, we're going Q&As. I'm moderating. We're gonna go around the horn. Here we go. We already kind of touched on this one. This was 2 key workouts you prescribed for a half marathon, coming off a marathon block. So this lady, Allison, is running the Houston half. Let's just go one workout from every coach on this call. So let's go. I think Kendy, you answered that first. So you had a tempo with a progression. And then let's go to Scotty on this. Scotty, what's a good half marathon workout you would prescribe in the middle of a block?
In the middle of a block, I'm going to go. Oh, this is it. If it's like a beginner to like moderate runner or intermediate rather, I would probably go 3x2 mile. But if it's like a more advanced runner, I'd go 4x2. And I'd put that somewhere in the land of tempo to maybe progressing down into like more threshold, like in between the threshold tempo. It'd be like pretty aggressive for an advanced runner.
Wow. Great answer.
Probably a little too hot to be threshold at the end of that, but I don't know. That's just how I do workouts because I'm an idiot.
What would the lactate be?
Probably like
3.8.
I was gonna say like 4.5.
Great.
On the
Book it.
first rep?
Last rep.
Fair.
Book it. Book it.
All right, pass the rock. Stauderman, you're up.
I'm pretty similar to Scotty. But I'm gonna do it just a little different. I'm going 4-3-2. So it's like basically a small
long run?
Yes, it's more of like a long run workout. That would be mine, like a I don't know, 2 weeks before 4:32 with the mile float. We're all right around half marathon pace.
I'm going to take this before I pass to Strig. I'm going to say that if you're coming off a marathon block, probably good opportunity to switch up stimulus a little bit and do some more fast rep stuff. So
I was going to say 800s.
So yeah, 800s, of course. I like to do even more like 400 type stuff. Like Striegel has given me a few workouts of like 3x1K, which equates to 2 miles, and then a few 800s, and then a bunch of 400s at the end. And I think that's just a super fun workout to get threshold work, and then you can kind of build into VO2 a little bit at the end. Striegel?
Yeah, I would do 8 to 10 by K around like threshold effort, with on short rest, like a minute rest, and then I would slap some 400s at the end, maybe do like 4 to 6 400s or closer to 5K pace. Little half marathon stimulus and little faster stuff at the end.
Yes, sir. I love it. All right, next question from Blake. Blake is an athlete of ours. Kendy, if you can qualify for the Olympic trials, but you had to do all of your training on a treadmill, would you do it? Could you do it?
Oh. Do you know what? I just did 5 months of cross training, so yeah, I'm feeling like I could easily do that, actually.
Yeah, the answer is
But it's inside for 5
All right,
months.
Todd. Scotty, quick yes or no?
yes.
Stauderman?
Yes.
Strieg?
I mean, yeah, it'd be crazy to say no. It'd be crazy to say no. If you make
Danny?
Olympic trials, why not?
Never.
Wherever.
All right, we had the zone 2 question. We answered it. I think everyone's got the same answer. Zone 2, overrated, underrated, or just rated? Striegel?
Overrated.
Kendy?
Overrated.
Right, I love the confidence. Scotty, quickly.
Underrated.
Underrated. Okay. Just rated. Stod?
Just rated. Yep.
I
Hadn't
agree.
changed.
Just rated. Okay.
I mean-
Verbs says no roast, just
Never mind.
encouragement.
Keep going.
LIS is going to the moon. Kendy, agree or disagree?
Agree.
Scotty, agree or disagree?
What was the question you cut out?
LIS to the moon?
Oh. Agree.
All right, we all agree. What changed in your training to cause your biggest breakthrough? See you in H-Town. So Sam asked this. I don't know who Sam is asking this to, but I guess if you've ever had a fitness breakthrough, maybe you could answer this as, how do you get through a plateau? Or
Yeah.
what happened in a training block that led to a really good outcome? I think those are kind of 3 different ways to ask this question. Striegel, you want to take that?
I can take it if you want.
Simple quote.
I didn't
Simple.
ask Scotty.
Simple answer. It's a volume game. Raise the volume. Boom.
Okay, go ahead, Scotty.
Aw, Danny, thank you. Sometimes I forget this is also my podcast.
I'm moderating, dude. There's 5 people on here.
Great point. Guys, me and Danny are fine. We're not fighting. Don't you worry. I would say if you're trying to go through or break through a plateau, there's 2 ways to do it. One is changing your stimulus. New coach, potentially. That's not always the case. Or just like Striegel said, volume. And second thing is, I think you need if you've struggled with injury and then you kind of get injured halfway through the block and then you lose some momentum and you end up just getting the same time as your last block. I think you need a perfect good block, and that will get you through. If you have perfect good block with all the right stimulus, you will have a PR breakthrough.
Kendy, what's something that you've done that's led to a breakthrough in your fitness?
Okay. My answer is probably not necessarily as expected, but for me, it's finding, or what's worked for me in the past is finding a running group to run with. It's easy to get in a rut and kind of, get in a plateau. But if you start running with new people, they're running different paces than you. Maybe they might be faster, but they're pushing you, they're encouraging you. And that's always worked for me.
Stauderman.
I would say doing a workout again, especially one that you may have failed, coming back to it either next week or 2 weeks, and hitting those paces, I say that helped me. Streak can concur. It was the beginning of the last block. I started out in like late June. I couldn't do like 4 by mile repeated tempo. It was a little rough. I like called him and I said, just reboot the entire system. And then like a couple weeks later we did that and then, progressed from there. But it's just even if it's nothing crazy, it's just a confidence boost swinging back to something you failed earlier.
Great answer.
Stauderman, this question is specifically for you. When did the Strava title start? And how hard is it to find the event of the day?
Oh, the national days?
Yeah.
I think it started in March. I think I started doing it in March because I just finally got to a point where I'm like, I don't, you always want to like name a run on Strava, but I just got to a point where I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, I don't remember what national day it was, just popped up. And I was like, what if I did national day every time? It would always give me something to do. So then I've just done it since then. I don't really care if people like it or not. And it's not hard. There's days that today was actually kind of a tougher one because only 2, but it was Scotty's day, so we were good. It was Princess Day.
Princess Day.
But there's
like
there's
an
days
app?
that have like there's like 10. There'll be like 10 national days.
Yes,
Like,
there's
is it-
an app.
So is it an app or a website or?
I just search it up. Yeah, it's a website. I just search it up. Not exactly what's today's national day.
There was a Strava feature, sidebar, there was a Strava feature when they were really trying to like pump up engagement on the app where they said that you're more likely to get kudos if you add a title to your run. And so I think everyone started doing that. That's probably, I wonder if you started doing it around then.
I never saw that, but
Dude, one of my huge triggers, and I've seen this on multiple people's Stravas, and yes, I'm directly talking to you if you do this, is Taylor Swift lyrics every single day. I just it hurts me, man.
I enjoy those, Chris.
And you're a Swiftie? I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
I knew it.
Should have asked this in the interview process.
Let's go. All right, Kendy, this one's for you. Throwing it your way. How do you avoid external pressure of goals, fast times, PR, BQ? How do you define success in ways beyond your finish time?
Ooh, good question. Let's see. This injury was kind of a good perspective for me. I feel like it's really easy to get caught up in goals and progress, and because it's exciting and it's fun, and there's nothing wrong with that. But getting a different perspective of like why I'm doing this and just makes it so much better. I don't know. I just grateful. I think gratitude and yeah, being grateful to move.
Yeah, totally agree on that. I think that gratitude is the antidote for stress a lot of times. It's not always, but not always easy to kind of transition your brain to be grateful when you're really stressed out. So that's a practice in of itself. Stauderman, what would be your answer to that? How do you kind of let go of the pressure when all the goals start piling up on you?
I started running to take the pressure off of me because I was a golfer in college, and a golfer is like literally the toughest sport, mentally on somebody because it's just you. I guess running really is just you too, but there's so many more things that can go wrong, I think, with golfing. So I started running for fun, and now all of a sudden I got goals and expectations.
Brutal.
just trusting yourself, trusting the process is like, I know it's the common phrase, but like seriously, just trusting, you putting all this work, all the early mornings, all the, workouts, double thresholds, whatever it may be. It's gonna pay off. Be confident. Just be confident in what you've done and just let it happen.
Awesome, man. All right, let's go around the horn on this one. What is the last book that each of you have read? Start with Striegel.
Like from start to finish. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
dude, I couldn't even tell you. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I read the like maybe 6 months ago. I never read. This is pathetic, but I read the um sequel to Once a Runner, Again to Carthage, when we were at the beach like earlier this year.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what I read. It's a slow start, but it finishes well. He runs a marathon, so but yeah, that's the last book I read. But I don't read very much.
All right, Scotty's was We Share the Same Sun.
No, that's actually not true. It's Tacky is an Odd Bird. I just read it to my kids 48 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
It's 20 pages, and I read it, and it's actually a great book with a great plot.
Do you want to read it on the pod?
Yeah, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Okay.
Rain check.
Mine was Dark Age by Pierce Brown. Don't ask. It's weird. Kendy?
All right, if we're counting kids' books, I'll skip my kid book because I did also read a book today. But I read Anxious Generation, if anyone has heard of it.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Heard that's good.
Jonathan Haidt? Is it Jonathan Haidt?
I won't know the author, but it is good.
Okay. Erik?
Hunger Games in 6th grade.
Go.
And I don't know if I'll ever read a book again. I'm aspiring to be a big book reader.
Dude, Stauderman's made guys read the books for him, bro. This guy's an Italian mob boss. He doesn't have time for that.
Look at that slick back hair, dude. Striegel, what's your go-to running music and or podcast?
Last Resort by Papa Roach, number 1, guaranteed to just crush it on race day. I usually listen if I'm running a workout, just like the most hardcore rap, like Drake, Big X the Plug, that kind of stuff. That's my type of stuff. Scotty knows I put on a very bad word song during the long run this week. We had to turn it off. But yeah, rap.
I did. It was foul.
Yeah. It was just Drake. It was a Drake song. But like, if I'm just like chilling, like I'll do country or just like pop. Yeah, that's fine. And then podcast Joe Rogan. Yeah, I listen to Rogan a lot. Theo Vaughn. Yeah.
Kendy, what's your music song choice on a run or podcast choice?
Let's see. I listen to a little bit of everything. Little bit of pop, EDM, some rap, just a little bit of everything. Like to mix it up.
Can you listen to rap?
Yeah, I do. And podcast, Life in Stride.
Let's
Whoa.
go.
That was a trick question.
Trick question.
You passed.
Chris, you failed.
Stauderman?
Podcast is same as Striegel. It's either Rogan or you guys. I would say, Scotty, you say this sometimes too, that you like to run without the music when you're working out. I know you like when we did. Who was it? Maybe it wasn't Scotty. Maybe it was it you, Danny?
Me. Yeah,
not me.
Sorry.
Dude, Danny asked me to turn the music off last time I was working out with him.
Sometimes I don't mind doing that, or if I need like a hype up, ESPN Jock Jams.
Jock Jams. Oh my gosh, that's a blast from the past.
Yeah.
That's
I
crazy.
had to dig that up, that playlist up on Spotify. Scotty?
Jess, thank you for asking, Danny. Podcasts? I don't listen to podcasts. Music, EDM, house, maybe a little bit of like I don't know what genre it is, honestly, so I'm not even gonna try, but like upbeat music.
Nice.
Yeah. Respect. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Scotty, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
Stod?
Yes.
Stauderman? Is the
Yes.
hot dog is a sandwich? Yes. Chris?
It's something between a bun.
No, see, it's just one piece of bread versus two. If it's two separate pieces of bread, I'm down, but it's not.
What if the hot dog bun rips?
If it rips, it's a sandwich.
Okay.
Okay. I kind of like that. So it's all dependent on the bread.
It's all depending on the bread, man. Doesn't matter what's in between.
Okay.
I'm gonna say like a hot dog is bologna, and you can have a bologna sandwich.
It's a good point.
What if
Hot
you
dogs
have
are
like a
bologna.
croissant and then you like cut the croissant but not all the way through? Does that make it a hot dog? So if you have like a croissant, cut it open, it still connects on one side, you put an egg in, you close it.
Yeah, that's a croissant egg sandwich.
It's a hot egg.
Yeah.
It's a hot egg.
I don't know.
All right,
That's
respect.
one good egg.
Great egg.
Next
Shout out
question.
Custom Chrome.
Speaking of eggs, do eggs belong on burgers, Scotty?
Yes.
Chris?
1000% yes.
Stod?
I don't think they belong on burgers, but they're totally acceptable to be on burgers.
Totally acceptable. Scotty, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Cookie dough. No question.
Chris?
Mine is also cookie dough, actually. So sorry,
Stauderman?
Julian.
Cookies and cream.
I'm going to go cookie dough.
Wow.
Danny, you're a changed man. I'm so proud of you.
I'm just trying to be like you guys.
I know.
Okay. I think we're running low on questions, guys.
We are. Look at Life in Stride chat. There's a bundle of them.
I just went through like all those.
Did you go through Instagram?
Yeah, only the ones I like though. I guess this is a good one. Stauderman, what's your why for deciding to become a coach?
I actually I coached my girlfriend, Lisette, to her first half marathon at Urban Bourbon. She went from not running at all and never saying she's going to run to trying it out. And in 2 months, we ran a half marathon together. She ran the whole way and didn't stop and finished really strong and had a great time. And it was just exciting to see her progress and how we got from literally nothing to a half marathon. And would love to see that with some more people.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. If you can coach your spouse, you can coach anyone.
No kidding,
sure.
man. That is the truest statement.
Great statement.
So that means that if you can't coach your spouse, can you not be a coach? Because I can't coach my spouse.
If you can't coach your spouse, you can't coach your spouse. We'll leave it at that.
Fair.
Dude, I want to know if Kendy is a hot dog sandwich. That's one we just answered.
Oh, no. No.
And what's
Does
your
an egg belong on a burger, Kendy?
No.
Ooh.
No.
What's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Ooh. Okay. Jenny's ice cream.
Ooh, okay.
2 flavors, because I can't choose between the 2. Darkest chocolate and Brambleberry Crisp.
Whoa, darkest
If you haven't tried it, you are very much missing out.
Brambleberry? What does that taste like? Is that like a cross between a raspberry and a blueberry?
I don't even know, but it's good. Just trust it.
Where do I get this ice cream?
Ooh, the store. We don't have Jenny's here. So we lived the store, Scotty.
Yeah, I'm like,
lived in Ohio.
I'm unfamiliar. That's a bit obvious, but I've never seen it in the store. Kendy,
I think it's at Kroger.
it is?
Yeah, I think they do. I think they sell little like pints of it.
I'm going tonight.
It's worth it.
Send me some, bro. Kendy,
Oh, yeah.
we asked Stauderman this too. What's your why for getting into coaching?
Another great question. I have had so many coaches that have made such an impact on my life. I don't know how deep we want to go, but one of my high school coaches actually passed away this summer, and it was unexpected, and I just didn't really appreciate him like I wish I would have. He did so much for me and made so many sacrifices, and as all my coaches have, but they've made such an impact on me. I love encouraging people. I love cheering at races. I get really into it, and I always have. I've always loved it, and I would love to be that person for someone.
Yeah, you're a good cheerer at races for sure. I experienced that a couple weeks ago at
Yeah.
Indy.
I was gonna say you can hear her in the background of the video several times.
Yeah, it makes a big
Yeah,
difference.
Erik called me loud.
Yeah, you are loud. It's great.
Right.
Like,
It's awesome.
I am loud.
that's what you want. Like, you get so into it. I think a lot of times people hesitate to cheer, really like get into it, if it's at a game or it's for their friend at a marathon because of, they're insecure about it. So it's a good judge of character. And, I think if you're able to go scream your head off for your friends. So I respect that a lot.
Danny, I got a question for you. It's from Iggy. Where do you want to see Life in Stride a year from now? Where do you see it?
Yeah, I think that we have a thriving community. I think that we continue to do a lot of the stuff we did this year with groups, gathering in cities for races. I think you see a lot of Life in Stride, like fun content on all around the internet. I think you see this on Instagram, YouTube, podcasts more. I think you see new guests learning more about the sport and developing as podcast co-hosts and business partners. I think you see our knowledge growing in this and more deeper in the sport, not from only like a coaching perspective, but like physiology, knowledge about like what's going on. So I think that just, things like that compound, relationships compound, knowledge compounds, training compounds. And I think we're just going to have a whole nother year of compounding.
I love that. Essentially doing what we're doing, but better.
Yeah.
I dig.
Dude, I want a second person full-time Life in Stride in 2026.
Oh,
That'd be a game changer.
Could be Scotty.
Could be Stauderman or Kendy.
Could be.
If they have.
I found a good question I like. I want to ask this one. If I can find it. Okay. Let's go Stauderman on this. What's something you can't live without, like a device? Like not running related, and it can't be your phone.
Oh, I was gonna say my phone. Just like a device. Top
like
TV.
a thing.
TV.
A TV? Really?
Yeah.
So much
probably not.
realistic, bro.
I love watching TV. Like I'm always watching some type of sporting event. Like I have to.
Okay. All right. I
I'm that
respect it.
muted.
Dude, all of us.
Well, it's not running related. I mean, like that. I think that's a really good answer, actually. TV.
TV.
I mean, I respect the truth from it, but I mean, all of his made guys are doing his errands for him, so he's got time, bro.
I'd like to shout out Gary Stauderman, my dad. He would say the same exact thing. There's no way he could live without a TV. He just passed it down.
Runs in the family, dude. Kendy, what's a thing you couldn't live without?
I was going to say God, but that kind of feels different than TV.
It's a great answer, bro.
I think that's a really good answer.
That was a good answer.
Kenny just thought outside the box so hard on that. I love it. You win.
No, I'm like, it's telling of where your brain goes for this. It's funny.
Kendy, isn't your living room not like centered around your TV? Didn't you say that one day?
Yeah.
I respect that. I've never been to anyone's house.
I like it.
Never been to anyone's house like that.
Mine is completely centered around TV. I'm moving into a house, but right now the apartment has a 60-inch TV, and it's basically like the whole apartment.
It's great. To each their own.
Yeah, it's good to have a TV. Good TV, whatever. Dude,
So Kendy, yours is God. That's
Yeah. I'm
that's it.
sticking to it.
That's a very solid answer. Yeah.
yeah, it's a great answer.
Scotty.
Dude, honestly, I was trying to go between a couple things, but I think the thing I can't live without is a ratchet set, a socket set. I think I use that every single day of my life.
What?
I've never once seen you use that, but I believe you.
It's used every day. I have two for specific different reasons in my truck, and I pull them out daily. I pulled it out 3 times today.
Dude, there's a reason, like me and Scotty, like Scotty's always saying I have soft hands, and he's got like pretty rough hands, and like Scotty's done a bunch of manual labor in his life.
You all
And,
feel each
like-
other's hands a lot? Or?
I felt Striggle's hands 35 times this morning at Quills.
Yeah, we're boys. I mean,
Same.
yeah, I handed him his coffee. Like, it's cool. We're just like dapping each other up all day, dude. It's
We
cool.
just kept dapping each other up, but I just keep doing it because his hands are so addicting to touch because they're literally like, it's like baby's skin on their face.
I'm just a white collar guy, bro. Like in the blue collar guy world, I guess. I just keep my hands, clean, and that's it. We got very different hands.
Streeg, what's something you can't live without?
And it said it can't be running related. Is that what it's
Not running related.
Dang, dude, I was gonna say my Hari monitor. But yeah, I wear that thing 24/7 when I'm sleeping.
I was just gonna ask you, like, what do you wear it around the house?
Yeah, I had it on in Quills today. I wear it. Yeah, oh yeah. Nah, I'm gonna go with bananas, dude. I have 14 bananas a week, and I just love them. Like they're a consistent part of my life, and it's like if you just take that like out of the equation for me daily, it becomes like things get messy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Striggle, I
bananas.
freaking love you.
Like there's 2 consistent things in my life. It's like my wife, like I see her every day, and then I just have a banana every morning, and every lunch I have a banana. You need to have consistent things in your life,
That's important, dude.
Striggle, how do you go about eating a banana?
I don't eat them like you do. You peel them weird. I don't like that.
Hmm?
Did you just spit?
No, I had something in my mouth like a nail.
Oh,
Or my nail.
oh, ew. Yeah, you peel them weird. I don't like that. I peel them normal. I peel them from the stem down, and I just eat them from the top.
Oh, you talking about me ripping them in half?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh, that's just a party trick, dude. I don't do that.
Yeah, that's.
I eat them from the side.
Dude, plants have feelings too, But all right, yeah, enough about bananas. Sorry.
Danny, what can you not live without?
I've got 2 things that I really love. One of them is a cup of black coffee in the morning, pour over coffee. Another one is just like Pellegrino sparkling water. I'm addicted to this stuff. I don't know why. I think just one day I started drinking it because I wanted to feel bougie, and now it's like a staple in my house.
You are
Very good.
always, every time I see you, you have one of those.
Yeah, dude. I drink a lot of Pellegrino.
Mad respect. It's better than sparkling, like flavored water.
Oh, Topo Chico's #1, bro.
Ooh, this is a good one. Biggest lesson from 2025 you've learned both as a runner and as a coach. Let's just say like, okay, so Kendy and Erik, you could answer this from a coaching perspective if like you had some insight, but no pressure to answer that part. But what's something from 2025? We'll start with Kendy that you've learned.
2025 with running. Let's see. Surround yourself with people that build you up, that encourage you to keep going even when times are hard. And yeah, 2025.
I'm curious, like about your Achilles injury. Like looking back, did you learn anything? Like, 'cause I know it was like bugging you and stuff before Bayshore. Did you learn anything from that, or like, would you have changed anything of how you like handled things going into that race, or do you think like it was just one of those like freak things that you had no idea it was like that bad?
I kind of already went over this, but should I go over it again? I shouldn't have done the race. I
Yeah.
kind of knew it. I knew it, but then Austin was already driving there, and I'm like, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
But lesson learned. I had never really been injured before, so this is all kind of it was like all kind of new. So
Cool. Good answer. Stod.
Dodd, what about you? What's something that you learned as a runner, as a coach for 2025?
I would have to say what Streak always says: if you want to get to the next level, volume matters. You can only go so far at a certain mileage, I guess you can say. If you want to get to the next level, you have to increase the intensity and the volume. I would say that's what I learned.
I was talking to Zalman about this morning on the run. He was like, I want to like kind of bridge the gap like under 240. And, I was just telling him, I think like once you get down to like where you're running like low 6 like that in a marathon, and like I would say the equivalent for women would maybe be around like trying to break 3. Like that's when like things get like a little tougher, I think. Like I think bridging the gap from like for a guy from like 3 to like 3 hours flat to like 250 and even 250 to 240 like is something that can be done without like drastic changes. But I think once you start like dancing under like around that 240 line, like, and I know Scotty and Danny, you probably agree with this, like things start getting like a little tougher, and like more things have to go right on race day and in the block and stuff. It's just like you're kind of riding a finer line, when you're getting like down that fast. So
Yeah, I don't think there's a threshold. I'd push back on that just a little bit. I think it gets exponentially harder on the faster you get to get faster. By the same amount. But I think that in order to improve in this sport, you're gonna have to work harder than you ever had. And that's just a given. But I would say that, to the to the over 3 hour people, like, it's not going to be a cakewalk to get to the 3.
Yeah.
So
You just have to, you're right. You said it better. Yeah. You just have to expect you have to level up every time you want that faster time. That is a better way to say it. Yeah.
Scotty, what's your lesson from 2025 you've learned as a coach and as a runner?
Oh, first thing that comes to my head is PRs aren't given, even though no matter how hard you work. And I think your response to that, like maybe failure in your head or not a victory, is important, just as important as all the training and all the community and all the friendships you've developed. Like your reaction to the result, whether good or bad, especially bad, matters. Because people are watching, and if you're a coach, people are watching how you react. If you react poorly, people see that. But if you react well and you find perspective in it, people see that as well. So that's my thought.
Nice, great answer.
Yeah, I'd say what I've learned as a runner is a little bit of what Stauderman hit on, which is like in order to get a lot better at the marathon distance, you have to run a lot more. I'd say for coaching, I think there's just a lot more to coaching than knowing what workouts to hit at a certain time. I think there's a lot of just being available, being able to listen, really hear what someone's trying to tell you, like read between the lines a little bit, and apply pressure at the right times, and don't when it's not needed, and you got to be the judge of when to do that. So usually an athlete that is a marathon runner is a very self-motivated person, and they don't need a lot of pressure applied. They just need a little bit of belief in them, and that's what I've learned as a coach.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Great answer.
Yeah. All right, so this is kind of a tactical question. Last one, and we will wrap. Guys, give me the signal.
No, dude, I thought that's where you were going.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we can. We have plenty of questions. We could keep this going for a while, but it kind of depends on where you guys want to go. How are we feeling as a group?
Dude, Scotty's
Scotty's falling asleep.
Scotty, give me the signal. I'm getting all kinds of signals. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just happy.
I'm happy to be here too with you guys, and I'm not even gonna ask another question. I'm just gonna say thank you, Kendy and Stauderman, for joining the Life and Stride team. And we are so freaking lucky and blessed to have you guys. You all are awesome and great runners and great people. And we can't have you all on coaching our athletes with us. So I hope you listeners and Life and Striders, the loyal, have learned a little bit about our two new coaches this year. And although Scotty and I, mom and dad, tend to fight sometimes, we love each other deeply. And we promise to resolve our issues by touching hands off air.
On air and off air.
On air and off air.
If there's one thing you need to know about me and Danny is
there's
nothing
two
will ever-
cooks in the kitchen when we're on here. I think
Yes,
that's all it is.
That is
Yeah,
so
there's just
true.
two head chefs, you know.
I'm just the one enjoying the food.
Yeah, Striegel just eats the food, and me and Danny are trying to cook the food with one pan.
That's right.
But sometimes I like to hold the pan with him.
You know, sometimes when you're holding the pan, I like to come up behind you and hold it and put my hands on your hands.
And then sometimes when you do that, I have to remind myself that you're 6'9" and you are towering over me, so I have to listen to you and obey.
It was good seeing you last weekend.
Gosh, it was great seeing you too.
We were all there at
all of us were in the same room.
Yep, party.
We should have gotten a picture of us 5. That was stupid.
Dude, I was handing out my business card like crazy at that. I was like, do you need a new running coach? I asked him, dude, Scotty, your dad is in, bro.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, I was like, dude, I will take you to the next level.
Did you tell him that they're going to the moon and back?
Yeah.
Did you find that weird?
Nah, I was like, I told him I would be his life coach, his run coach, everything.
Yeah, I was like, here's the Stripe link.
Yeah. Told him I would change everything, bro. But yeah,
that was gonna be my new life coach for sure.
I was recruiting out there. Yeah, dude. Over some athletic brews.
Yeah, I bought a Costco pack. That was a pro move. The athletic brews got hammered. No pun intended.
Yeah, dude. I drank 100 of those and I felt a little bit. But all right, we can wrap there. That's enough. That's enough weird small talk. Episode 206, Life and Stride podcast. Anyone else have anything to say before I end this?
Excited.
Wait, I was looking forward to you guys getting roasted. And so I had ChatGPT write me some roasts for you guys if you want me to read them.
100%.
Oh, man. Okay.
Oh, boy. I don't know if I'm ready for this, but hit me with it.
Okay. I didn't write these. I just gave little info. Danny, I don't know that much about you yet, but I will soon. So just, keep that in mind. Okay. It says, at this point, Chris being on time for a run would be more shocking than him winning every race this year, and honestly less believable.
Dang.
All right.
Boom roasted.
Yeah, for real. That was a roast. Boom.
Scotty will bring up his business no matter what we're talking about. We could be discussing toenail loss, and he'd be like, funny you say that. Reminds me of my business.
That was good.
Boom.
All right.
Roasted.
Okay, hold on. Danny is the only runner who won't talk about poop. The moment it comes up, he changes the subject faster than Chris runs a 5K.
Dang, Kenny listens to the pod for sure.
That's actually kind of true.
Dude, it is. Danny gets so mad when I talk about poop.
It's like feet and poop are my do not good. They're like, do not go to those topics. Not a big.
I have a 3-year-old son, so literally I don't know if there is a word said more than poop in my house. So let's see.
I'm not going to say your son's name on the pod to disclose too much information, but he's awesome.
It's great. He loves saying poop. Okay, the last one is, you three are the perfect running trio. One runs too much, one talks too much, and one refuses to talk about the only thing runners want to talk about, referring to poop. So.
Wow, that's good. ChatGPT's on it, man.
Damn, I feel like my roast. I feel like my roast cut the deepest.
Yeah, I was gonna say. ChatGPT just like rented a studio apartment in Scotty's head right there.
I know I talk too much, but you know what? I'm here, and I'm not gonna change.
Dude, I love hearing about Leaf season. It's all good.
I know. I actually like when you talk about your stuff. I'll ask you plant questions,
The good thing is with Kendy and Erik now, like when we talk about coaching and stuff and just like inside jokes, you guys will be right in on it, It'll be great. Or like we'll talk about what's going on in the Discord or whatever. You guys will be in the know now. It's fun.
The Discord is hot. It is blowing up at all times. It's great.
Every day.
We need to grow that women's team to tone the what's it called? The toxic masculinity in there.
That is true. You need a few moms in there.
Speaking of that, if you're looking for a running coach and you're a female and you want the best running coach in the business, just go to our Instagram bio or lisrunning.com.
Hit me up.
Let's do it. But all right, anything else before we wrap? 206?
That's 206.
Peace.
206, peace. Catch you on 207.